guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Megan Fleer and I'm here to talk to you all about being self-employed or just, trying to find motivation to do something that you really want to do. So if you're new here, then welcome, and if you are not new here, welcome back. So if you've seen some of my previous videos, it's basically just saying how I left my job last July to work on my own business. So I wanted to ask everybody on Instagram what type of things they'd like to see, and this video is already in my list of ideas. So it is, how do I stay motivated to do everything that I've been doing? So I'm going to just jump straight in and start with health as number one. So the main thing I do in the morning is I get up at 5:45 every morning and I go to the gym, and I feel like this is really important for my brain. I mean, I don't want to speak for anyone else, but I think generally it does help most people to exercise and get your heart rate flowing. So I go to the gym first thing in the morning. I think in the morning it's just so much better. There's no room for excuses because you would be sleeping, but instead you're in the gym. Whereas if you agree to go after work, you might be really tired, or somebody might ask you to meet for a coffee, or anything can happen after work, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. I've been there, and sometimes things just are worth not going to the gym for. So if you plan to go in the morning when you should be sleeping, yes, sleep is super amazing, and it's probably better than getting up and going to the gym, but it sets you off for the day. It definitely sets me off for the day. I can feel a difference in how much I work throughout the day if I have and if I haven't been to the gym. For example, today I didn't go to the gym because I was getting my hair done, so I can't focus on anything, and so I thought I would just film this video because it's something that I enjoy doing and it doesn't take too much of my sort of focus because I am a bit tired, even though I'm really tired when I've been to the gym. But it's a different kind of tired, and I'm more focused and I'm more roaring to take the day on. And as well, it goes hand in hand with the gym. I eat well, so I have bran flakes for breakfast full of fibre, and then I'll have something a bit smaller, maybe something protein based for lunch, and then dinner then I'll have a protein and carbohydrates like veg. And I don't really snack. My snacks are a banana and maybe sometimes 7 bites or something that's not too bad. But because I go to the gym, I suppose it's not too bad. Yeah, so I don't snack, and I do drink protein shakes, and I do eat protein bars. Mainly because I think it helps with my hair, it helps with my muscle growth, just everything. I think people who say protein shakes are bad and stuff, I don't really see how they're bad, because if you buy the right ones full of vitamins and minerals, then it also helps you feel good. So that's my number one tip, is start the day off right. Start it with a gym session, a protein shake, and a hell a lot of water. So I use one of these and I try and drink as many of those as possible, but sometimes it's more cups of tea because I'm obsessed with tea. Yeah, so that's my number one. Now, number two on my list is something I also do in the mornings before I start the day, is I listen to podcasts, mainly mind-related podcasts. So I'm really trying to grow my mindset. I think if I can grow my mindset, I can grow anything. And it's really the reason I'm here is because of my mindset. I've changed my mindset over the last few years. Whereas I was very too embarrassed to do anything when I was 23. I changed my mindset through reading books, listening to podcasts, and now I'm hey, I don't care. If you want to cringe at me on YouTube, you cringe at me on YouTube. I'm doing me. So yeah, it's all about mindset. So I listen to, my favourite one is a guy called Rob. Now he does a podcast every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I think. So by the time the weekend's gone, I've got Fridays to catch up on. And I also listen to Tony Robbins on YouTube, and I also listen to Gary Vee. So these are just really influential people who talk about mindset and how to grow your mindset and things like that. And I think it's really important to just listen about what other people are saying, really, because sometimes you can get so inside your own head that it's you think you're doing all the right things, but you might not be. So I do recommend listening to podcasts. one thing I like about Rob Dial is his are quite short in the morning and quite upbeat, so they're not too boring and too heavy to listen to. They're quite nice, easy to listen to, and I will put them in the description, the link to his podcast, because it just helps me get out of a bit of a I'm so tired rut, and like, yeah, he's right, I'm gonna go for it. So I suppose again in mindset comes my number 3, and it is keeping a journal. Now I've got my one of these. Now this is more of like what, you know, it's got the days of the week in there and everything, and this is more of a calendar for me to keep track of like what I'm doing that week, because now I work for myself and I also do like Instagram and things like that and TikToks, and there's a lot of different things going on in my life, so it's good to keep a track of like what I am doing in the week. But I keep one of these daily and weekly, so basically it's just a journal. And I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of amazing YouTube videos out there on how to journal properly. Like, I'm so bad, I've left 14 pages free for me to start filling out the journal, and I haven't. But what I have done is, so I've put like January goals right there, and I'll do that every month for whatever's happening. I've also got like the calendar, and then what gym sessions I've done, January goals, and then I've got like weekly to-do list, and then these are the days, and then I've got another weekly to-do list, and then the days. And it just really sort of keeps me on track. So I've got the monthly goals, then I've got the weekly to-do lists, and then the daily to-do lists. And things like that just keep me on track. I can see clearly by flipping a few pages what I set out to do in January, and am I anywhere near them? So, you know, I've got to get 100 sales, get to 40,000 followers on TikTok, and, you know, I'm nearly there on both of those things. NatWest Accelerator, I went to that. You know, I've done a lot of stuff on here. There's some stuff on here that I have not achieved yet. So then I'll go back start of the week, so this week, and I'll just write down, right, what can I do this week to make sure that that goal is met? And it's okay to not meet goals if if you really put your heart and soul into it. Goals are there to be like worked towards, I think, and some people are so hard on themselves that if they didn't reach a goal, then they wouldn't even try and do it the next month. But if I don't make some of these goals, then they'll just go onto February's list, and I'll just keep pushing until it's done. But yeah, always 10 extra goals as well, why not? So that's this, and once it's complete, once I've done the first section, it will have all my sort of growth enablers at the front. So I'm planning on having like a quotation page, yearly calendar, goal planner, you know, my goals for YouTube, my goals for TikTok, Instagram goals, like listing down all the bills that I've got to pay, just so there's all in one place, places I've visited, places I want to visit. You know, it doesn't all have to be about like your career, it can also be leisure. And then 2020 highlights in 3 months, and then that will go in every month then, just so I can see clearly what my goals are, because I'm not going to lie to you, I am very unorganized and my mind is like spaghetti, so it's good that I keep all of this in one place. Now, I know a lot of people talk about visualization, like if you've seen The Secret, then you sort of know what speaking to the universe and all that is all about. Like, whether that's true, I don't know. I do believe in some stuff like that to a degree. Like, I think, like, you know, I told the universe this time last year that I wanted to quit my job and start my own business. Like, it wasn't really the universe that did that. I suppose saying it out loud makes it more real. And then, you know, I did quit my job and I started my own business, but it wasn't really the universe giving me that. Like, I quit my job and I'm, you know, been living off no money. But what I have done is I have printed off my bank account, and I've gone into Photoshop and I've edited it, and I've put like 100 grand on my bank account, printed it out, and I stuck it on my other office's wall. So every time I go in there, I'm reminded of the date I printed it off. It was the 12th of the 11th, 2019, and I've put that I've got 100 grand in my bank account. And every time I go in there, I know that that's my sort of like visualization goal thing on the wall, and that kind of does keep me going. I'm like, oh, that day I was so optimistic when I wrote that, when I did that edit, I was so optimistic. Like, I gotta be kind to who I was on that date and just keep working towards it. Like, I want this, and I can't let my old self down, because I really wanted this. I also can't let let my future self down. Which also brings me on to my next point, which is accountability. Now, I think this is an important one. The accountability is something that I think is a good one because it does make you think twice about things. So basically what I'm trying to say is when I quit my job and started my own business, I told everybody what I was doing. So when I see some people now, they're like, oh, you know, nice to see you, how's Pethai going? And like, it's kind of like that. Imagine I was gonna go, oh, do you know what, I quit and I got a full-time job again. Yeah, it was just, you know, oh, I didn't have the time. No, I just do not want that. You know, I want to bump into people and go, oh my God, thanks so much for asking, it is going amazing. So I've got like an accountability place to go, luckily through the Welsh government. Actually the Prince's Trust, I think that's everywhere, I don't know. But anyway, so I decided, right, I need an accountability, I need someone to hold me accountable for running this business. Because it's just me on my own. Every day it's me on my own. I don't have colleagues. I don't have a manager chasing, I don't have a manager chasing at me. So like everything's off my own back. Like I've got to find the motivation and the commitment to do it every day off my own back. Sorry, I've just got a really itchy nose. So I signed up to the Prince's Trust, where I've got a mentor, business mentor, which is fantastic. Like Lisa, she's amazing. And I also started Business Growth Wales. These are free services for, you know, young entrepreneurs, which you have to take advantage of if you are a young entrepreneur. And then the third one is NatWest Accelerator. Now I've signed up to their pre-accelerator and I've just been for an interview for their like proper acceleration program where you're on it for 6 months and they, you know, they get you all the contacts that you need and you get to use communal workspace and be surrounded by other entrepreneurs which are in your position, which I'm really hoping I get on because I'm kind of struggling. Like I do all these things to keep me motivated, but at the end of the day it is just me. And when you're trying to speak to people who aren't running a business about running a business, they're just like, why don't you just get a normal job? And you're just like, no, I'm not getting a normal job. Sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, why don't you get a normal job? And it's like, no. I am going to be successful. I just need a little bit of help. So they are my main things for keeping motivated. So the gym and eating healthy, I'm going to count that as one because really they go hand in hand. Listen to podcasts, listen to YouTube, even if it is the cringy ones on YouTube. Just sit through it for 10 minutes and listen to it. Actually listen to what the words are saying rather than maybe like the cringy tone of voice. Number 3, write in my journal every day to try and literally not just write that day, but look back at what you've written to see if you're on track. Visualization. Number 4, visualization. I do think, yeah, if you kind of like, for me anyway, I'm obsessed with Rightmove and I'll go through Rightmove and think, right, I want that house. And I do try and like imagine myself walking up to the front of the house, and I'm not saying that the universe is going to bring that to me, but it kind of like helps me go towards my goal. And then number 5, accountability. Find someone. If you don't go with the Prince's Trust, Business Growth Wales, NatWest Accelerator, find someone who is actually passionate about what you're doing or passionate about you and make them your accountability partner. Get them to message you every Monday morning and say like, how did the last week go? Like even if they don't really read what you're saying, at least you've got somebody to say it to. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. I'm going to wrap that up there because I don't think I do anything else that keeps me motivated. Those 5 points are pretty key for me. So yes, if you did like this video, please can you like and subscribe because I'm going to be doing a hell lot more and I really want to bring you along with me.